Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Well, today I read on Twitter X from Jim Ferguson, who's been covering all the events surrounding, COVID and the trials going on. He said that on July 19th, deadline for 192 nations to say no to the 2024 amendments of the international health regulations with the World Health Organization. And so there's a call here they're putting out, multiple people putting out to, contact politicians and let them know that we do not agree with the World Health Organization and their diktats. So I looked up on their website. This is the World Health Organization's, or Bill Gates's organization website, and you see their pandemic agreement. If you click on the link, takes you to their May 2025 meeting that they had. And on that one, it says they're having a meeting on July 15th, 2025 for the international regulations. So that's tomorrow. And I find it interesting that this is going on. And of course, they're pushing the One Health. One Health. So, One Health basically means that you're getting sick from animals, so they need to move you to smart cities. That's the bottom line of the end game of this. But they're going to use the ruse of, well, we got bird flu and dog flu and monkeypox, and they're gonna have dog and cat flu. That's coming. Right now, they're bird flu that only affects your food supply birds, the chickens and turkeys, but doesn't affect the pigeons and all the other type of birds, right? This is what we're dealing with. So right now, I wouldn't be surprised if they sprung out with a bird flu pandemic. Public international health concern is their magic phrase. But basically, that's what they're doing. They're trying to say the environment, the animals, the environment. Well, they're just causing all these new pandemics. So to keep everyone safe, we've got a nice little smart city for you. And at the same time, so that's on the 15th, they're meeting, and the 19th is when they need to be rejected by then. And we happen to have at the same time, right around this time, the 17th through the 19th, is Donald Trump and Melania are paying state visits to King Charles and Queen Camilla. So I'm like, is this a coincidence? It's a coincidence. You still believe in coincidences? Or something cooking here or something? What's going on here? Because we do know the royal family, King Charles, the head of the snake of the Agenda 2030 going on. So I'm just wondering, what are they cooking up here? Let's find out. What is Trump's attitude in this meeting? Are they? What is going on? All right, let's see. This meeting, Trump with King Charles. What's it all about? Just to piss off Harry and Meghan? I don't think so. I know that. But what is going on here? And Charles and William are woke AF. And apparently, allegedly, Trump is the exact opposite. I don't know. A lot of questionable things going on. So I don't take part in the left to right divide. Just say we got to see what's going on from a global perspective. I think is the best way and the most urgent way to look at everything nowadays. So, what is this meeting about? So I'm just going to look in general at the meeting. If I get a lot of major arcanas, I think we're looking at a globalist, reason for it. And we'll ask about the World Health Organization meeting going on at the same time. I find that quite coincidental. And I'll see here what they expect and what will actually happen after this meeting. I'll look at it from Trump's perspective, actually. A bit more. Yeah, we'll do it from Trump's perspective. He's supposed to be a big fan of the royal family and the Queen. I don't think he said he was a big fan of King Charles, though. Yeah, let's find out. What is this meeting about, really? Besides a lot of pomp and circumstance. What's going on? Let's see what the cards show. All right, general situation. Oh, Two of Cups reversed. Obviously, meeting, and I think maybe more meetings in secrets as well. But definitely getting together and for an agreement of some sorts, if possible. Oh, King of Pentacles reversed. Could be. I think Prince Harry is also going to be a part of this. Like, what are we gonna, let's talk about this World Health Organization. Possibly, we'll see if that's the effect of this, or is it? Of course, this is about money and health as well. King of Pentacles, and this, One Health thing with the World Health Organization is all about everything in the environment. So if they decide you have bird flu, they can kill all your food supply if they feel like it. So it's not just telling you what to do and take and lock down and whatnot. Oh, and I have the Queen of Pentacles reversed as well. So we can look at that as, health and financial dealings here. Money, money, money. Yeah. So the basis of the situation of this meeting, King of Wands. A lot of people around here. A lot of publicity and decisions being made. So this is in part to look good for publicity, but also, so it's kind of a publicity stunt as well. So how did the World Health Organization and their events going on this week at the same time affect the idea of this visit? Oh, look at that. Major Arcana upright. Yeah, so one of the major reasons for the visit being now, I get, is that the World Health Organization is going to be officially, legally taking some type of controls and trying to tell people what to do. And that's what this card is. This is the World Health Organization, telling people we are now in control and you will do this and that. Right. That's what we say, because I'm Tedros and I have no medical degrees or any kind of medical background, but I'm in charge of the World Health Organization, thanks to Bill Gates. Yeah, so I think that this is a major reason. They're there to discuss that. And I could have this reversed because Trump is saying, I'm not funding this. I'm not a part of this. There are questions. Now, he did say early on he was exiting the WHO, but that takes a year to go into effect. So we're still within the 12-month period. If indeed he did officially write a letter legally, enacting a separation. But I think there's questions about whether or not he actually wrote a letter. I don't know. Well, I assume he did because he announced it, but you never know. It's a lot of shenanigans in politics. So anyways, but I do think that he is saying, you know what, King Charles, yeah, with all due respect, and especially we're keeping your crappy son around. Just the deal is we're out. What's Trump expecting? Let's find out. Oh, major separation. Yeah. So I think Trump's going in there again. Major Arcana, Lovers reversed. He's like, I'm out. I'm not woke. I'm not going with your woke agenda. And we out. Yeah. So I'm getting it twice. I'm getting this twice. Yeah, why Trump is meeting with King Charles. We got it right here. It can't be any more clearer. He's saying, nope, nope, nope. We're out. US is out. We're not funding it anymore. You're not taking control of our health decisions. And actually, you could look at this as the Trump card. Even though he is an air sign of Gemini, he is, very much an entertainer and very much in the media and stoking the media fires. Wow. Yeah. So let's looking at this from Trump's perspective. This is Trump's perspective of what he's going to this meeting for. So again, it's not, necessarily what King Charles was looking for. But let's see, what does Trump not want, straight up or not want? Yeah, he doesn't want us getting poorer, the economy getting poorer, and unfairness, and destroying our economy, destroying our food, and just making people sick and poor. This is what the globalists want. This is a perfect globalist card here, right? These are the Harry and Megans and Royals and Bloombergs and Bill Gateses of the world. They want us all on our hands and knees begging for our digital currency, right? Trump's trying to avoid that. He does not like poor economy. He's trying to boost it up, take credit for it. And of course, any attacks on our, food supply and locking down and all that other nonsense would be very destructive, of course, and that's the intention of it. So what's he hoping for from this meeting? King of Cups. Wow, another king here. Lots of kings in this. Look at that, 3 kings. I got William. I got, look at this, as King Charles and President Trump. So he's looking forward to meeting Prince William, I think. And I think he does want to have a nice meeting. He does like being in the UK and meeting with the royal family and the traditions and whatnot. So I do think he wants to have a pleasant visit. He's not looking to, um, upset anyone, but I think that he's also looking to bond more with William as well, since he is the future there. So he wants to get to know him a little better because, of course, he has already met Prince William, which has infuriated Harry and Meghan to no end. And I think pissing off Harry may have also been a part of this intention of this. Like, let's a little bit of revenge. That the royal family is getting back at Harry and Meghan in these ways. So I do think that this is part of it. Is they know it's going to irritate the hell out of Harry, and that's why we're hearing stories now that there's reconciliation in the air. How does King Charles affect President Trump? What influence does he have? Oh, major arcana, major influence here, especially with as far as influencing social justice. I see it as a social justice card when I think of the likes of the woke people or the communist people. So I see that it has very much affected our country, obviously. So he is very affected, and he knows that it's that I was thinking about it. The UK. I don't know if you heard, but not long ago it was like they were threatening. The police in the UK were threatening to arrest people in the United States. It seems like in the globalists' end game of these people, they want to put the UK as the police force, policing language. And it's possible that if they make it all one country around the world, which is their intention, it does look like they've already started putting that idea out. They put it out little by little, drips and drabs, to get people acclimated it psychologically, right? So I do think that the justice system may be centered in the global system there, and that's why they're being so dismissive and ignoring our justice system and our First Amendment, Second Amendments, all of our amendments. Yeah, so major influence there, of course. And as we see in our legal system, we're seeing a lot of the censorship and influence there. So how is it going to go? So we know that it's because they are going to be discussing the World Health Organization. They are going to be discussing separations here. And of course, a lot of people involved in this discussion with 3 kings. And 3 kings speaks of consultation. There being a consultation here. Yeah. So what's going to happen from Trump's perspective? What's going to happen following this meeting with, oh my God, how many times are we going to see this? Right. This cannot be any clearer. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at this. Do you think Trump's going to be discussing a separation? Yeah. I don't think I've ever gotten this before, like 3 times. Wow. Yeah, I think that Trump's going to separate. whatever he's separating from, which I assume is the World Health Organization commitments or some other woke commitments that Biden may have made with, you know, the royal family in the UK legal system or government, the censorship and whatnot. That's over, as Yuval Harari would say. It's over. Okay. While Trump's in office, anyways. But yeah, so we're separating from the UK on something here, as well as possibly the World Health Organization. And in the long term, longer out, out in the cold, no more money coming in. So there's going to be some, this could also be a health card, of course, as well. So I do think that, yeah, I think relations are souring after this. It's going to be, and there's going to be struggling and with everything, whether it's the health and the finances and feeling on the outs here, out in the cold. So relationships are definitely icing up uh, after this, no doubts, and naturally so, given that the fact that they are on two different trajectories. So yeah, so it looks like this. What I'm getting from this is financially and also in other ways, major separation, disagreement that's not going to be agreed upon. I don't see any agreement happening here, and I think that there's going to be struggles going forward. And if the World Health Organization is going to pounce out with a new zoonotic pandemic of some sort, it's going to but it's a minor arcana too. It's there's not going to be any cooperation, and it's going to be yeah, struggles there and having to deal with the situation. But so there you have it. That is what I see. This is because I'm just looking in general at the relationship between Trump and King Charles, not the world in general. So this is for them. Relations are going downhill big time. And King Charles is is a sickness card. So it could talk about the fact that he is very sick. And so the separation, but also that, he is, because of illness or whatnot, it's going to be, even more distance from them, from each other. So there you have it. That is what I see for the meeting of Trump state visit with King Charles. I hope you found this interesting. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.